Utopia is now open every day from 10 a.m. till 10 p.m. and till 1 a.m. on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Chill out with a craft cocktail or an ice cold beer, and Utopia's got the latest gaming machines with big jackpots ready for you to win. Need the perfect spot for your next celebration? Utopia features a beautiful event venue, available now for parties, reunions, and private events. So come see what all the buzz is about. The drinks are cold, the space is hot, and Utopia is ready for you.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Daily Muddy. I'm Ashley Conrad. Joining me today, Mark Peter and John Groves, co-chair of the finale of the 200-year, the bicentennial celebration for Adams County. Welcome.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you for having us.
Okay, so let's get excited here because we got a lot of fun stuff to talk about. Now, this has been, the bicentennial for Adams County is no doubt a huge thing for us, right? But it has been a year-long celebration, educating, commemorating, celebrating, and it's all culminating with this giant celebration that's about to happen at the Adams County Fairgrounds. Let's talk about it.
Okay, so on September the 6th, we're going to host as many of Adams County's people as we can.
All of us?
Yes, at the fairgrounds, beginning at 11 o'clock, and we will have activities throughout the day. And the main evening activity will be a concert, live concert, by the Beach Boys.
None other than the Beach Boys. I know some songs, but I'll spare you singing them. Okay, so
Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome, Bobby. Okay, so the celebration that has happened throughout this year that I know a lot of people in Adams County and in Quincy especially, we've been commemorating, educating ourselves on what it looks like to be celebrating 200 years, right? This day is no doubt set up and has been worked on tirelessly by a huge group of people that want to give people the opportunity to come out and celebrate with different events and activities. Now, during the day, you mentioned some activities, so let's run through some of those because as I understand, those daily activities, and there's a whole list of them, are free to the public.
Correct.
Is that right?
Yes.
All right,
correct.
John, I'm going to ask you to run through some of those just because maybe people understand that there will be things happening but don't understand the specifics. So let's run through a few of even like the highlights, if you will.
Well, first thing I really want to emphasize is this event is kid-friendly.
Okay.
This is a family event. Bring your grandparents, bring anybody in the family. You're all welcome. This event kicks off at 11 o'clock. Some of the 11 o'clock events available are going to be a Lug Nut sponsored car show.
Cool.
This is probably the first time that they've been this far out in the county. So we're hoping to attract a lot of people that don't normally come to a car show.
Absolutely.
We will have a full-fledged vendors market going on for several hours, starting at I think 11 o'clock also.
Okay.
It's going to be in you know offhand which building?
Well, we call it the Dairy Barn in the summertime, but
Yes.
in September it's going to be the Makers Market.
The Makers Market. Yes. Okay.
The exhibits around the area will include an EMS exhibit. There will be a old-time machinery show with a timeline kind of showing when these pieces of equipment were in vogue, and there will be a military exposition available for people to see. These are all free. Just walk up, look around, talk about them, take a picture in front of them, whatever you choose to do.
Yeah, get to know our history, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
and then in
absolutely.
addition, we will have a Hall of Villages where we will have all the villages and maybe even let Quincy in on it too, but we'll have all the villages from out in the county. We'll have some displays and some memorabilia, and then we will also have a short video with a representative from each village telling a little bit about their history.
Very
and
cool.
that'll be in the, we'll call it a reception hall.
Okay.
In the summertime, they show cattle there, but we'll have it all cleaned up and it'll be nice.
Yeah,
And,
no cow dung.
it's very nice.
Yes.
And then as well as that, the group of people that are working on that is our committee member, Diane Hughes, and then Sherry Sparks is helping her, and as well as Melissa Shriver-Hackamack. and we call them the Village People.
Yes, awesome. Are they going to be dressed up?
Yeah,
We're going to need to make them dress up.
I don't know about that. But anyway, they've been focused on that.
Okay.
And then we have another group that's focusing on, we're going to call it the Hall of Industry and Innovation, and that will be all the, Quincy's got a terrific history going all the way back to its earliest days. I mean, the things that have been developed here, that have been built here, that have went all over the world.
Right.
And so
Played a role in wars.
Yes.
Absolutely,
Yes.
absolutely. So anyway, Rob Mellon and Gary Sparks and Kenny Cantrell are helping us put that, and also Aaron Frazier
Okay.
are helping us put that group together, and we're going to have, like NAPIs, they're going to have their trucks out there.
Sure.
And we're going to have from as many different entities as we can get. We've been in contact. We're starting that process to get that all put together as well. So, there's going to be an awful lot more going on that day than just the Beach Boys.
Yes, which is going to be very cool. But to go during the day and get to experience all of these puzzle pieces that make up the rich history that is Quincy and Adams County. If you don't know about, our history, I think a lot of us maybe tend to take it for granted.
Oh, yeah.
So this would be a great opportunity to go and learn. And when you were
You
talking
need
about
to attend a bicentennial
Yes.
to learn the history.
absolutely,
There's
what
so
better
many
time?
Things, so many things
Yes.
people didn't know until it was brought out.
Yes.
Whether it was an individual family or whether it was a group of people that said, "Did you know?" No, but
Nope.
that's fascinating.
Yes, and there are so many things about Adams County that are fascinating that, again, I think we may take for granted. So what better time to go and learn about our rich history than the bicentennial celebration? So you mentioned earlier that of course, we all know, I think, that the fairgrounds are expansive. This is going to be covering
60 acres.
60 acres. So if you can't find something to do, you're not looking hard enough, right? And as you mentioned, John, there is something for everyone. It is free. And of course, we want people to go out and learn about this, but why not stay the evening for an awesome celebration, right? And that it does culminate at the end of the evening with the Beach Boys, but before that, you have some great opening acts.
Yes. So we're trying to recognize and celebrate the veterans of Adams County, the Heritage Farm families of Adams County,
Yes.
and then the sponsors that have made the entire celebration year-long possible, the bicentennial sponsors. And so we'll have a special area for them, and they will get some really nice seats for the concert included in that, of
Right,
course.
yes.
And we're actually having some event sponsorships that we're still offering
Okay.
through the Bicentennial Commission. So if there's businesses here in Quincy that haven't been involved to this point and want to kind of get in here at the highlight, that's a chance for
Now's
them
the
as
time.
well.
Absolutely. So
And Mark, the beer tent opens at 2:00.
Woohoo!
Oh, yeah,
See?
that's right.
That's
yes.
the important stuff,
Oh,
and
yes.
everybody in Adams County and Quincy knows that that's the important stuff, right? So live music,
Yes.
beer, great food.
So actually, if people will go to the website, Adams CO 200, we've got a map of the arena and grandstand layout for the evening activities.
Okay.
And then we've got a full map of the entire fairgrounds where everything is going to be located on the fairgrounds. And actually, the Round Barn, the Old Time Association, is cooperating with us, and they're going to have their big exhibit at the Round Barn. It'll be open from 11 till 5 as well.
Okay.
We'll run a shuttle back and forth between there and the actual site.
Very cool.
So
Yeah.
there's a lot going on, and there's a lot of opportunity to share in the culture that has been in this county for all these years.
Right, absolutely.
I mean, we're standing on a lot of good shoulders here.
Yes, we are, 100%. And you mentioned one of them as kind of an opening act. We don't have to delve into all of them, but I do want to highlight some of the, opening events that are taking place before the Beach Boys, because we want people to go and enjoy this as a full day and night event.
Yes.
So you mentioned families that have been in agriculture in Adams County for a very, very long time. Can you touch on that a little bit?
Sure. So Dave Bachhold and Teresa have been working on this as part of the commemorative committee, and we have actually built a new structure out at the fairgrounds. It's called the Heritage Farms Pavilion, and we've had 18 local entities, most all ag related. Some of them are even farms that are the heritage farms. But anyway, we've built a beautiful new pavilion out there, and we will dedicate that at 2 o'clock in the afternoon on the 6th. And we will recognize all those farm families on the stage at the main arena at 5 o'clock as well.
Okay.
And so we're also holding a reception for those people at 3 o'clock, and then we have a reception for the veterans that runs from 2 o'clock until 5 o'clock.
Okay.
And then we have the Army band there to play. They're going to intermingle with the veterans, and that'll be a great
That'll be
opportunity
amazing,
because the veterans will get a lot from it, and I think these young service people will see that there is life after the military as
Sure.
well. So
Yeah.
that's going to be a real nice part of it. And then John and Linda are going to host our area for our sponsors, and it's going to be right off stage, just off to the side of the stage, and we'll have special close by parking for them, and we're going to really try to thank them
Sure.
in a meaningful way for what they've been made us be able to do
Sure.
with their strong support throughout
Absolutely.
the year.
Yeah,
we
so-
have 22 sponsors, 5,000 above, up to some very big numbers.
Yeah. So huge shout out to the sponsors. You will have special seating, which of course, yes, no brainer, right? But there are also other great seats. There are ticket fees associated with the Beach Boys concert and other great bands that will be kind of opening up
Yes.
for them
Yes.
that we're calling kind of pop up because there may be different stages located throughout. But Whiskey Tango Foxtrot, there were a couple other bands that we
Yes.
mentioned. But you can get tickets for this online, where you can choose your seat. So if you want to have
Choose your section.
choose your section. So there's VIP, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And then there's standing, but there's also bleachers. So
Yes.
there's a spot for everybody, depending on if you want to sit,
So the
stand,
the grandstand area, which is covered, will hold a large number of people, and then the arena seating is divided up into just regular seating, and then the other half will have beer available, and it'll be the standing area.
Okay.
And then besides that, there will be a beer garden area that'll be open. It'll open at 2 o'clock.
Okay.
The rest of the seating will open at 4.
Perfect.
Or the seating and standing
Sure.
will open at 4.
And then the opening acts start about that time. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, 4. Yes.
Okay. So
Yeah.
if you come during the day, so September 6th, starting at 11 a.m., come and learn a little bit. Go show some engagement for everything that everybody's worked so hard to pull together. Get your tickets. Stay for the amazing acts that you have coming. I think that's going to be incredible. Get your food. Get your family. Come and enjoy a great celebration. Now, one more time, where people go. So when you go to get tickets at, is it Adams CO 200?
Yes. So,
Okay.
so if you go to the website, Adam CO 200, the first thing that'll pop up will be a banner with the Beach Boys. And if you pop that, that'll take you right to the ticket site.
Okay.
And you can buy tickets online there. If you prefer to buy tickets in person, we have the 2 Hy-Vees here in Quincy, Farm and Home Supply here in Quincy, and First Bankers Trust here in Quincy. All have ticketing locations, and those are all sponsors, of course.
Perfect.
And then out in the county, all the Liberty Bank locations, which are spread out throughout the county, Camp Point, Pace and Liberty, Ursa, and then they have a spot here in Quincy as well, and they are handling in-person ticket sales as well.
Okay.
So, and you can get all the ticket information in that first banner, and then if you move down to the second banner, it will give you all the information about the actual day's activities, a map of the fairgrounds and all of that. And then there's also a third spot you can pop, and that will give you an opportunity to go to our site that contains our help. It's a Genie. What is it? What's the name of that thing? It's not Service Genie.
Sign up.
Sign up,
Oh
Genie,
yeah, okay.
of course.
Yes,
Yeah,
okay.
see, this
there
is
you go.
like this
I
is
was
like
like,
a test.
I'm trying to get
Yes,
it, but I don't have it.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, that site's there as well.
Okay.
And we have a lot of helpers already lined up, but we still need a lot more.
For volunteers.
We're going to ask, a lot of
Okay.
volunteers. It'll take over 200 people to put this on.
Yeah.
This
And
is
do it
not a
right.
request for grunt work. This is just basically
Yes.
guiding people, perhaps driving people.
Sure.
we have an interesting thing for kids. It's called a passport.
Oh, cool.
And as they go to various events, they will get their passport stamped. We
Cool.
need a volunteer just simply to stamp
the thing.
stamp the
So
passport.
you have opportunities for anyone to volunteer and get involved. I think what a great opportunity if you haven't been able to be involved up to this point. What a great way to show your support for not only Adams County, but for the crew who's been working so hard to bring this to us. This is going to be an amazing event. I think it is, it's definitely a culmination of
But we're not
200
done
years.
yet.
All right, let's hear
At
it.
dusk,
Yes.
we will have a balloon glow.
Ooh, okay.
And actually, the balloons will be on display much of the afternoon
All right.
after the Beach Boys perform.
Now this hot air balloons,
Fireworks.
right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, hot air
Yeah.
balloons. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, count me there. Yes, absolutely. Well, Mark, John, thank you guys so much for coming on and chatting with us. No doubt to be an amazing event, amazing celebration. Adams County, let's celebrate 200 years. If there's one thing that we do, it's show up. And what better time to show up than now? Celebrate our heritage, our history, and what's to come.
Yeah, you don't want to miss it because it's going to be a long time before we have another one.
Well, yeah, I was going to say we may not be around for that. I mean, hopefully, but let's see. Yeah. All right. Okay. All right. Well, thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate you coming on and chatting. One more time, if you need more information about the specifics of the event itself, you just want to reach out to volunteer and see what kind of help is needed. AdamsCO200, is it .com, .org? .com? .org? Is that
Yes,
right?
yes.
Okay, .org, sorry. Reach out. Let's pull together and not only make this happen, but make it happen really well. Show everybody how proud we are to be in Adams County. And let's go celebrate. Let's show up, right? Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate you coming
Thank
on.
you.
Good luck, and I'll see you out there.
Yeah.
All right.
Indeed, you will.
Perfect. Coming up, Don O'Brien and I sit down to talk about tree cutting scams. Stay tuned.
The Tower, a great place to meet and eat. But did you know the Tower has one of the finest drink selections in our area? Along with its incredible Mexican menu, the Tower specializes in tequilas for every taste. Names like Patron, Cabo Wabo, and Hornitos. And don't forget the margaritas. On Mondays and Tuesdays, stop by and pick up a single topping pizza and get Tower margaritas to go. Enjoy the Tower at home or in our dining room, bar area, or the Tower's signature climate-controlled porch. The Tower Pizza and Mexican in Quincy.
Instant Replay is your local sports bar. With 18 big screen TVs, we have all the sports packages from college games to pro games. We offer daily drink specials, and come check out the Bullpen, our newly renovated beer garden. Instant Replay, 2739 Chestnut in Quincy.
Welcome to the Abbey, a Quincy tradition. With 6 big screens, a new larger kitchen, and now more seating capacity, the Abbey is the place to be before, during, and after the big game. Come enjoy fan-favorite appetizers, steaks, burgers, and a variety of daily food and drink specials. Can't join us? Carryout is available too. Now with a convenient drive-up window to better serve you. 1736 Spring in Quincy. Opens at 3 p.m. Tuesday through Sunday. Come join all your friends at the Abbey, a Quincy tradition.
The Liquor Booth is your home for a huge selection of beer, wine, and spirits. The Liquor Booth has 2 locations in Quincy, 3520 Broadway and 1500 North 12th Street. The Liquor Booth, where it's always happy hour.
Welcome to Cedar Club, Quincy's favorite local bar. A friendly corner bar with a laid-back atmosphere and affordable drinks. It's the perfect spot for a great time. With entertainment galore, including shuffleboard, golden tea, pool, foosball, and winning gaming machines. Cedar Club's latest edition is the best spot to catch your favorite game. Great drinks, great friends, and great times. Cedar Club, 20th and Cedar in Quincy.
Welcome out to Kelly's on Broadway tonight. We're drinking cold beer and it feels so right. I'll meet you out on Broadway underneath the Shamrock light. We're gonna have a good time on the patio tonight. There's a party down at Kelly's on Broadway tonight. We're drinking cold beer on a champagne night. We're feeling all alone and you got no place to go. So come down here and drink a beer on Kelly's patio. Kelly's a fun place to eat and drink. 2902 Broadway.
And welcome back. Joining me now, my pal D.O.B. with the BBB. What is happening, Don O'Brien?
Ashley, it's just summertime.
It is, and you're wearing an appropriate color for the conversation we're about to have today.
I didn't
even think about it.
Put two to two together.
Look at that. It's like subconsciously you knew what we were going to do. So we're talking about arborist scams.
Well, tree
or
trimming.
Tree trimming.
Yeah,
Is that what it is?
If they're an arborist, you're probably going to be okay.
Yeah, okay.
If you can confirm that they're actually
Get
an
a
arborist.
legit arborist, but
Yes.
some people may call themselves
Correct.
an arborist.
Stolen valor of
yes,
arborist.
Right?
Yes.
So, and we're talking, of course, about tree trimming, cutting up branches that are already on the ground, and it's very relevant because we've had some pretty big doozies of storms that roll through and kind of pop up, and nobody has time to be prepared, and then we're left with the aftermath, which I've seen very sporadic areas, but some pretty decent trees that are down.
Yeah, so if you have a situation where you've had some recent storm damage, you're going to want, I know I sit here and I say, you've really got to investigate. You got to look into who's going to do your work for you.
Yeah.
But it's easy to say when you've got a big tree in your yard, or if, gosh, for heaven forbid, if it's on your residence.
Right.
You want to get that done pronto. But you also want to make sure you do it right, too, and find a good company. And again, I don't want to paint everyone with the same brush who may go door to door.
Right.
But, just the last thing you should do is just say yes to the first person who shows up at your doorstep.
Yeah.
Because while they might be good, you still need to look into them and see what they're about. And obviously, the Better Business Bureau is a great place to go. You can check out our website at bbb.org. Make sure you get a company name. So often, they might just show up in a truck and say, "Oh, hey, what they do in my neighborhood," and they've come to my residence several times. And they'll say, "Hey, looks like you got some limbs that could be taken down there."
Yeah.
And they don't have any signage on their vehicle.
They got
or
a tree
anything.
spray painted on the side of their pickup
Correct.
truck. Yeah.
Correct. So, of course, first thing I always ask them, because I live in the Quincy city limits, is, do you have a solicitor's permit?
Okay.
That's numero uno. If you live in Quincy and Hannibal, both those jurisdictions have a need for a solicitor's permit. So if they don't have that, tell them to go down to City Hall and get one before you'll even talk to them.
Yeah.
But again, you just really want to make sure that you find a good company. If you can get a certified arborist, which there aren't too many of them.
Right.
That's obviously, that's going to be a great credential for them to have. See what the scope of the work is and make sure that you get things in writing. So often we'll get complaints at Better Business Bureau about businesses in this industry, and they'll say, well, they cut down my trees, they did what I needed to, but they left the mess behind.
Yes.
And sometimes the contract might say, well, we're going to cut down, but we're not going to clean up. Or what are you going to do with the stump? Or are they going to, are they going to take
Leave
care of
it,
that?
yeah.
So you
Read the
really
fine print.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
Read the fine print. Make sure you know what the parameters are. Never pay everything up front.
Right.
We get complaints from consumers all over the place about saying, oh, they say it was going to cost me $600. I gave them the $600. They said they're going to come back tomorrow, and they never showed up. Well, you're out $600.
Yep.
Unless they miraculously show up somewhere down the line. So, what we do in this situation, we suggest you pay by thirds. A third when you sign the contract, a third when they actually start the work, and then a final third once that work is finished and you've actually done you've done a walkgoing, or in this case, you just make sure they take up, make sure that the site looks good,
right?
That you've cleaned up about it afterwards. So you're going to want to make sure they're insured, because the last thing you need to do is have somebody get injured on your property. That should be under their insurance. And again, I know if it's in a time of stress, you're probably not going to want to get multiple estimates, but again, you just don't want to see the first person who comes along. If you get one person, try to get at least 2 or 3 different estimates.
Right.
And talk to people who have used the business before.
Absolutely.
In small areas like where we live, if somebody's operating not in the best interest of people are going to know. We have Facebook, or everybody knows everybody's business. So again, those are a couple things you can do to keep yourself safe, so that way you can get that mess cleaned up quickly and properly by somebody who was going to do good work.
Yeah, don't add insult to injury with somebody who's not operating on the up and up. But
yes.
Yeah, it also goes. All of this goes for roofing as well. If you have any damage to the outside of your home, namely your roof. I mean, I saw somebody on Facebook yesterday saying, I need someone urgent, quick, cheap. Well, when those are the things you're looking for, you gotta be
Price
careful.
is probably going to be your last concern.
Yeah.
And especially with the roofing project,
Right.
kind of dovetailing away from what we're talking about.
Right,
here.
right,
But
right.
those are you're not going to get a roof cheap.
Sure. Yeah. Or repairs. I mean, if you're
yeah.
if you're looking for something cheap, quick, and you don't need to know who they are, then you're probably barking up the
Correct.
wrong tree, pun
Yes.
intended. But yeah, make sure you do your homework. Make sure that it's not. If it's not super urgent, yes, it might be unsightly, but if it's not a danger to you or any passerby, do your homework, read reviews, find someone who's reputable, get it in writing, read the fine print, and all will hopefully be well. Make sure they're insured. That's the last thing you need is somebody getting hurt on your property.
You nailed all the
But-
main points.
Did I?
Yes.
I did.
Good job by
I did quite the summary. All right. Well, thank you so much for coming on. One more time, if you want more information on this or anything else that may be going on in your neighborhood or in your community, go to bbb.org. If you want specific information or just have a couple questions, DOB is always fielding phone calls and willing to talk. What's your phone number?
Yeah, give me a call, 217-209-3972. I'll be happy to connect you. Or I have people call me all the time. Hey, can you tell me about this business?
Yeah.
I'm happy to do that. That's
Perfect.
that's what I'm here for. And you know how much it costs you?
Nothing.
Zero.
Maybe a lunch or something.
Never. Not
No,
maybe
nothing.
you, but not the
Yeah,
general
okay.
public.
All right, well, there you go. Be on the lookout. Summertime storms are popping up, so be on the lookout for those people who may not have the best intentions at heart. Get things cleaned up properly, quickly. Thank you so much. I always
Thanks for having
appreciate
me.
you coming on.
Yep.
Very relevant topic, as always, so look forward to talking to you next week.
Yep. Thanks
All
for
right.
having me.
Thanks so much. Nice shirt.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. I think that does it for today's Daily Buddy. We'll catch you back here tomorrow for Club Muddy. See you then.